Hi, I'm Theresa Foks and I'd like to tell you something about the children's drawings, and now I will talk about the crossing. It's also a universal line and drawing or scribble what you can see when children are about 3 years old or 2 or 3. They call it the terrible 2. It's the period where the child can say no. And it means that the child can is trying to make their own decision, their own direction, and you can see that in the drawing when they really start to make lines who cross each other. They really go in another direction, and it may be another direction that you want the child has to take, but the child will choose his own direction and will cross the line. You can see it here, and you can look at how much the child is crossing the line. Is it much, or is it very carefully, or is it very direct? And it can show how intense the child is doing with it. And it could be a good sign because the child has to learn to say no. And it could be that the child is not yet ready to say no and is very carefully to make his own direction and to make his own will, to show it that it can, and to have an own opinion. And you can see that also in when adolescents are going back to that kind of drawings and make very complicated structures of lines or crossing, and it's like they really try to find out which way they will go. So that's why they make more abstract drawing at that age. But it starts when they are in they say the pre-puberty, when they are 3 years old, and it comes back when they are 10 and 12 years old. In the Egyptian hieroglyphs you can see the cross means new life, and it means that there is a polarity in the horizontal and the vertical lines. The horizontal is passive and the vertical is more active. And when that comes together, there is a start of something new. And it also means that when children are getting in a new phase, that you can see the cross. In nature you can also see it with a spider who weaves a web by crossing lines, and it's a very strong web. So, and that's why also when a child is playing with crossing and going in another direction, not only by drawing but also by playing, I will show you how you can see that in my sanctuary. Especially boys who like to to show that they have an own direction. You can see that they play with cars who cross each other, or they really cross a road. So they make an own direction. You can go this way and you can go that way. Or make a road and somebody is standing in the center and can make up his own mind which way you can go. You can go this way and you can go that way. So that's a really important phase in a child's life, in a person's life. You can see that children play that out, that they also do that in their real life, and sometimes you as a parent may not like it, but it makes a child strong to find a way for themselves to go wherever they want. And because the cross is a very rich symbol which is used also for to deal with a life and a life that ends and a life that is a new begin, that you can see that a very old crafts people do by embroidery, making crosses. Children likes to do that too at that same age. Or when you have a kind old-fashioned that you can weave and children like to do it. It also has to do with horizontal and vertical lines, and you make something of it, and that you can keep it and wear it or hang it on the wall. Like I knit my own sweater, and as you see, it took a long time to do it, but it gives you really, it works for your psyche, that you have one thread, the thread of life, and you cross it, and at the end you have something for yourself, which you can show something about your personality. So I like to knit. And you see, it's always coming back to knitting in every culture. Even when I was young, we learned to knit, and nowadays all over the world you see people and children are trying to learn how is it the knitting. It's coming back because it's such an old, deep feeling of that it helps becoming in another phase of transition, and that you just make cross the lines, and at the end there's something new. Thank you for looking, and see you next time when I will show you another topic of children drawings.